So for our next example here, we're starting with a chi-squared of 8.43 and a degrees of freedom 10. Now to do this, I start by highlighting my degrees of freedom row, and then I look to border my chi-squared in between chi-squared values on the table. So my chi-squared is 8.43, and unfortunately, it's actually not on the table. In fact, it's way too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 8.43 near the value that'd be closest to it. That is, the smallest value on this table is 12.55, so 8.43 would be on the left of that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trace these to the top. So trace that to the top, trace that to the top, and what this tells me is my p-value would be on the left side of 0.25. The key here to remember is that as I move across the top of the table there, those end tails are getting smaller and smaller and smaller because my chi-squared values are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm essentially moving across this table, making the tails smaller and smaller and smaller. What this tells me is if 12.55 was here, that end tail would actually be smaller than if I stopped here at 8.43. 8.43 is closer to the center, and so its end tail would actually be bigger than 0.25, or the end tail of 12.55.